make someone smart? What's real intelligence? Unfortunately, for many years we've measured people, and especially kids, only by how they perform at an intellectual level or by how many marks they get in class. But that's a very, very limited way of measuring how smart someone is. Today we're going to look at intelligence. The information could change how you view your kids, your colleagues, and even perhaps yourself. In 1983, Harvard University researcher Howard Gardner stunned the world with his path-breaking work on multiple intelligences. Gardner questioned the idea that intelligence could be measured by IQ tests. He said that there were in fact 7 different kinds of intelligences that these standard tests could not even begin to measure. He's been called a paradigm shifter, and his work has had a profound impact on thinking and education. There are many ways in which we as parents kill our kids' natural intelligence. They go through life leading mediocre lives when they could be truly exceptional. Mostly we do this because we don't know any better. Today we're going to get a whole new blueprint for looking at people from someone who studied with Howard Gardner himself. Ashish Rajpath started out as an MBA, was worldwide marketing director for French multinational Danone based in Paris. Then, after the birth of his children, he took a complete detour and signed up to study mind, brain and education at Harvard University. When he came back to India, along with a bunch of friends, he started iDiscovery, an organization that aims to transform the way teachers teach and the way kids learn. What was the big aha moment for you while you were studying mind, brain and education at Harvard?
Most people just take it for granted that how could you question intelligence? Intelligence is about being clever, which is usually about someone who speaks well, someone who's good with logic and numbers, can do calculations quickly and gets good marks. That's a very narrow definition of intelligence. Maybe the mind has different parts and some parts do other things well, and so everybody doesn't have to do everything well. Now that was like a sock in the solar plexus for the traditional view of intelligence. Gardner initially stated his theory in this path-breaking book called Frames of Mind. In 1983, I think it was published. And he postulated there is not 1 but 7 intelligences, which was like, whoa, 7 intelligences? What are the 7? Verbal intelligence can manifest itself in various ways. Say, some people may choose to write poetry or writing, or Arundhati Roy would be a good example. I think a modern example of someone who has an uncommon verbal intelligence. I think she's a very fine writer. May not agree with, or Shakespeare from another era for that matter. But also public speaking. So, for instance, Kennedy spoke 360 words per minute. That had some uncommon ability to do that and at the same time engage an audience. I think Bill Clinton, I've heard him speak firsthand, has an uncommon command over the language. Mathematical, logical intelligence actually lends itself to extreme caricature. Yeah? Of course, you had the kind of serious Indian physicists and mathematicians, the Aryabhatta, the Ramanujan, and also, but kind of you imagine the modern Dilton kid sitting with glasses and giving clever answers to what is 72,000 multiplied by 32 kind of thing. But it's a lot more than that. It's the ability to process logic, its ability to see reason across domains. And I think there are a lot of modern examples. I think Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time. It is such a remarkable encapsulation of a very profound idea